I'm a little bit angry, but might actually have a diagnosis of ankylosing spondylitis. I'll put it here. I can't pronounce it or spell it. So, but so that's wonderful, and everything seems to pretty much mesh up with what I'm dealing with. I do have to make an appointment with my GP. If like, I gotta move fucking mountains to do that, but there's a reason why, and that's because he's a really good doctor. But the reason why I'm angry is that my lady time it's never been regular ever since I hit like 17. It's never been regular. I've skipped months. I haven't skipped months. Blah 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 blah. And X-ray was all like, well, we have to get, we have to do a pregnancy test. I was like, okay, whatever, that's not gonna take long. So it gets ordered. I pee in the cup. I hand it to lab, and they say it's gonna take a day or two to process a pregnancy test. When I know for a fact I'm not pregnant, there's no way. I'm upset because these x-rays would solidify the diagnosis of spondylitis. That diagnosis I can't pronounce. Ankylosing spondylitis. And I'm just frustrated. But he sent my prescription for an anti-inflammatory and the vitamin D to the pharmacy I use, so I gotta wait for that to get filled. But I don't know, I'm so upset because I wanted to just get everything done, and it's stuff like this that makes you feel like you should lie on stuff because you just want to get stuff done, and then if you say the truth, then they're gonna make you wait. So but I'm so thankful for my care team. But the reason why I have to try to get in with my GP is because I'm not really eating. But my rheumatologist said that let's try to get the pain under control, and then we'll see like how we go from there. And then we also have to deal with my liver, which getting that CAT scan is still something I have to do. For those of you who don't know, my liver is 22 centimeters, but it's all functioning as normal. So I'm so done. So done! I forgot to say that if it is ankylosing spondylitis, it kind of brings a fear of mine to life, because I don't want a degenerative or a progressive pain, a progressive disease. I don't want, I just don't want to deal with it, but I'm gonna have to. And like, I'm pretty sure like he feels bad for me because like I'm 24 and there's not much you can really do, at least at the beginning, for ankylosing spondylitis, besides anti-inflammatory diseases. You have to wait until it gets worse to do more preventative drugs. So I'll deal with it, I'll live with it, I'll do everything I can to not be fucking bedridden because of it, but it sucks. Like, anyways, update with the whole neck brace thing, because In the beginning, I said that you'd be seeing the neck pillow a lot, but then I got a neck brace. It has vastly improved my quality of life because now I can sit up with like no pain in my neck. I don't know, like for those of you who have had neck pain, like, you know, it's horrible. But praise the gods for a neck brace. I'm actually currently getting back to work on my Gaia commissions, and just being able to draw again is great. I don't know, I just feel like I'm rambling now. I just angry, yet happy because we might have a diagnosis, which this is not this is not like the end of the road for me. Like, there's other things I want to get checked, i.e. the whole not eating thing, if my pain gets under control and I still don't feel like eating. My whole liver thing, because that's like, we were with my old gastroenterologist, we were talking about surgery to decrease the size of my liver. So this is called the road to a diagnosis, which was mostly about my chronic pain disorder. But like, it's not, getting a diagnosis for the chronic pain is not the end of the road for me. I still have, I still have a lot to do to try to figure out, like, what can I do to make my health better. So, but we're getting somewhere, and that makes me happy. And my care team is amazing, and I told my rheumatologist that, and I was like, that's also a compliment to you. I'm just so mad at lab. Like, come on, guys. But as soon as I get the results from that, I can get the x-rays that are needed. I'll talk more about what ankylosing spondylitis is when I get home. I want to get home right now. I'm thirsty as fuck. So I just got home and talked to Adrian a bit. And then Walgreens was all like, hey, yo, your prescription's filled. So now I'm gonna go pick up my meds. So I decided I would just sit down and I would tell you all what ankylosing spondylitis is. Can't say it right, but it's an inflammatory arthritis affecting the spine and large joints. My doctor always gives me reading to do, but spondyloarthritis is the name of a family of inflammatory rheumatic diseases that cause arthritis, and the primary one of that is ankylosing spondylitis. Can't say it, but it is hereditary, and the major gene that causes it is HLA-B27, which I tested positive for, so that's why we're going with this diagnosis. The only reason why I need x-rays is to just confirm said diagnosis, so we actually have evidence of it. It is, like I said, it is a degenerative disease. I'm really not looking forward to that part, if it actually is, and we are pretty sure it is. It's actually already on my charts. But what other info do I have here? I have the notes, and then I also have it brought up on my computer. But symptoms typically appear in early adulthood and include reduced flexibility in the spine. This reduced flexibility eventually results in a hunched forward posture. Pain in the back and joints is also common. pain areas are the ankles, eyes, heel, hip, joints, lower back, middle back, neck, or shoulder. And I definitely have issues with pain in my ankles, my hips, my joints, my back, my neck, now my shoulders. For visual, you have blurred vision or sensitivity to light, and as you probably have noticed, I always wear sunglasses when I go outside. It's a little bit difficult because I don't have like an actual like place I could actually just put my phone. Also common arthritis, bone tissue formation, fatigue, hunchback, inflamed tendons, inflammatory bowel disease, physical deformity, or sleep disorder. So I have a lot of that stuff. Really, this diagnosis, it makes me happy, like, because I would be able to deal with it if I just had a name for it. But the fact that it's a degenerative disease really just is something I don't want. I'm just like looking up because my doctor and I are set on me applying for disability as soon as we get a firm diagnosis, and the fact that it is so close means that I can start that process soon. It's a lot of information to take in. This does mainly affect males. But it just feels weird because like I would be in the minorities, and it did with who gets spondyloarthritis, ankylosing spondylitis tends to start in the teens and 20s and strikes males 2 to 3 times more often than females. Family members of affected people are at higher risk, depending partly on whether they inherited the HLA-B27 gene. It is predominantly in Caucasians, and we're going through just trying to solidify the diagnosis. And how is it diagnosed? Correct diagnosis. Ran out of time, give me 1 second. The doctor also may order imaging tests or blood tests. You may need an x-ray of the sacroiliac joints, I think that's what you say, or a pair of joints in the pelvis. X-ray changes are key sign of spondyloarthritis. If x-rays do not show enough changes but the symptoms are highly suspicious, your doctor might order an MRI. We're hoping that if I do need an MRI, my insurance will be like, oh, a specialist is ordering it, let's let this go through. So, but there's a lot of things that go with it. It's not just like one thing, and so I am just trying to read up on stuff and find people who have this AS. I'm just gonna call it AS because that's the abbreviation for it, but I'm gonna try to look up more. I'm very much into research and a medical nerd, so I don't want this to be a thing. I really don't want this to be a thing, but if it's a thing, I gotta live with it. Literally, because there's no cure for AS. Let's see how all of this goes. I'll be bringing you on this journey and all that stuff, but I'm gonna rest. I'm tired. I'm tired of this neck brace. All my other braces are off. I want to rest. Well, whoops. I'm going to end this here.
It's like the drawing again is back up.
I'll see you next episode.